Anytime I'm going to draw something, when I think I have a good idea, I always end up changing it, making something else, something not even related to the idea that I had in the first place of drawing. And so I take the pen, place it on the paper, I start drawing some lines, abstract, scribbly, detailed, and of course, just some kind of random doodle, whatever comes to my mind. But what I had planned at the moment then changes, morphs into something else, and it end up making something that is very unexpected. I go from wanting to make a doodle to then trying to draw something realistic. But while I'm drawing something realistic, I feel like making a doodle. And so then once the realistic drawing is done, I step back, I look at it, and I have the urge to make a doodle, something abstract. I start working on that doodle, and then I feel like drawing something realistic. What is that sensation, that feeling? It's a feeling of wanting to draw everything and anything. And in the moment, it's not what I want to draw. And then other times it is, but sometimes it's not. I have always wondered about that. I'll have an idea for something I want to draw that I've thought about for days or maybe even weeks. And I've thought about creating it, but I never got around to doing it because I was busy doing other things, with working on things and cleaning and cooking and all of the basic things in life. And when it comes time to making that drawing, doodle, abstract, realistic, whatever it may be, I start to work on it. But the idea that I envisioned in the first place completely changes, and it turns into something completely different. Nothing that was anything like what I imagined or thought of. And I've thought about what it is that's going on in my mind or what I think about while I'm drawing. And at this point, it's kind of just feeling like I'm on autopilot. I just draw things. It's like my hand has a mind of its own. It just wants to create whatever it can create. And mostly just wants to make some lines. And not really in too much of a rush to make things look a certain way. But then again, I don't really think about it. I just start making things, and then that happens, and then one thing leads to another, and before I know it, I'm standing in my kitchen in front of my fridge wondering, why did I open the door? I don't remember even coming to the kitchen. Or, even worse, is when I've been drawing for many hours and I'm pretty much on autopilot and repeatedly drawing this, what is sometimes the same thing, but trying to draw different abstract doodles, and before I know it, after drawing for many hours, I end up in a different town, and I'm sitting in my car in front of a grocery store, and I forget why I even drove there. I forget how I drove there, and I forget the entire drive. Is that a bad thing? Or maybe I'm so focused on drawing things that I really just forget about most of anything that's going on around me. And I think that's one way drawing has helped me deal with the struggles of life and getting over difficulties, is that it consumes so much of my time, my thoughts, and takes up so much of my energy that I get to a point to where I just do things on autopilot. I can have days where I'm working that I can work an entire 8-hour shift, and I'll come home, I'll start cooking, and then maybe 2 hours passes by, and then I forget what I did that day. I think to myself, did I work today? I can't remember. I think that's kind of, I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's good that I'm really focused on drawing. I'm getting a lot of drawings done, and I feel that I'm improving. But I think the bad thing is that I forget most of my day. And when I'm working or doing something that's just a repetitive task, like doing my dishes, or I would say laundry, but laundry doesn't take that long. It takes me about 30 seconds to throw it in the washer and push the on button and add the detergent to it. And that doesn't take very long. So washing dishes and cleaning my apartment, many hours can go by, and sometimes the problem is that many hours can go by while I'm cleaning my kitchen, for example, and then 6 hours has passed by. And then I lay the wash rag down and I set the plates down, and I think, wow, I did not get that much cleaning done for 6 hours. Either that, or I was cleaning very slowly, or it could be a possibility that maybe, just maybe, I had a lot of things to clean, and so therefore it seems like it took a long time because of that. But nevertheless, I do think about a lot of things when I am drawing. I mean, there's days where I'm pretty much just on autopilot, and I just draw things a whole bunch. And then other days I just I'm really focused on what I'm drawing, and I'm thinking about things. And I end up coming up with a lot of ideas, and oddly enough, when I feel like I'm on autopilot, for example, if I have to go to work and I have to use a number to punch in or to clock in, if I think about it, I forget my number. But if I just do it, then somehow I know the number. It's the same with anything else. For example, an address or a phone number. If I actually have to think about it, then I don't remember it. But if I just do that, then somehow I know. For example, if somebody asks me, "What's your friend's phone number?" I won't have any idea. I won't remember it. But if I'm using my phone and I want to share a video to my friend, I can just go on my phone, and then automatically somehow I type that number and I remember it. And I don't know how that works or why that is. Although I have thought about doing drawings, and while doing the drawing, talking about what I'm creating, but I have a hard time doing that because while I'm drawing, my mind is pretty much 99.9% thinking about and consumed of being in a kind of a zoned out mode to where I'm not really there, if that makes any sense. As if I'm thinking, but most of my thinking is just focused on the drawing that's in front of me of what I'm doing, and that's it. There's nothing else on my mind. There's nothing else that I'm really thinking about. And so if I try to multitask, such as talking about what I'm drawing, while doing a recording, it gets to be too much multitasking, too many things at once, and then I get distracted and confused, and then that's why I haven't really done much live streams. And if I do any more live streams, I prefer to just have a sound playing in the background, rather than trying to talk while I draw, because trying to talk while I draw is stressful for me, and it's not something that's relaxing, and drawing something that I do to relax and enjoy and have fun with. And so that's why any of my streams, I think most of them I'll probably just put music or something in the background, or maybe some ASMR, and have that play while I'm drawing, so that people can watch, but I don't have to worry about trying to talk about what I'm drawing or talk about things, so that I don't get too stressed by it, and I can just focus on creating the drawing that my hand wants to make. And that's pretty much that. And as you can see here, this drawing that I'm doing is with a Rotring Isograph in my Moleskine Sketchbook. This is a 3x4" sketchbook, I believe, that is the size of it. And I have 4 of these, I think. 3 or 4 of them, and this one is almost complete. And I'll be working on finishing the other ones. But if you want, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Have a good day.